I'm finally back after a really long break. I know it's been a really long time, but I'm so excited to just kind of jump back into doing YouTube videos for you guys and tutorials. But yeah, I'm going to talk about what's been going on and everything that's been happening the past couple of months, because a lot has happened in this video. And I'm also kind of be doing a get ready with me interview makeup. But yeah, I think interview makeup is really good to learn, because especially since a lot of us have graduated from college, or you know, a lot of us are doing whatever it is we're doing, looking for jobs this summer. Summer is a really popular season to do a lot of job hunting. And it's important to know how to go into a job interview looking good, feeling confident. You don't want to be worrying about, you know, breakouts or something like that, and thinking about, you know, what people are thinking of you, because the first impression is so important on a job interview. And you want to go in there being professional. But yeah, this look could also be really good for knowing how to do your makeup if you already have a job, because you don't want to be going in there with neon yellow eyeshadow or whatever it is, because this is your job. And you want to go in there looking presentable, looking like a professional, whatever it is you do. I'm sure that you don't want to be looking, you know, out of place. So first I'm going to talk about the types of products you want to be using for job interview makeup. You want to be gearing towards a lot of neutral colors. You don't want to be using anything too bright or too bold, or like, you know, anything that's like, or like too sparkly. Some sparkle is really good, but other than that, I just think that it's a little bit, you know, too much. So I have some products here that I'm going to show you guys, and if you want to get them, go, that's great. But I think that I'm just recommending these because based on what I know that these work really well for job interviews. So I'm going to jump into them as I go into them, but the first thing I want to talk about is eyeshadow palettes. So like I said, you want to gear towards nude colors, and I think the one that I'm going to be using today is the Hudabeauty new nude palette. With this palette, she reinvented the whole concept of nude to include like a pink base. And they're really pigmented, they're really pretty colors to work with, and she is a girl boss herself, so I think that coming from someone who has that type of background and knows what, you know, a professional job wants in an employer, I think that this is really good. So if you want to gear towards like the naked palettes, those are good too. Trying to think, the Balm has some good nude colors. You know, anything that's nude, I think that that's really good. This isn't the time for you to be using like purple lipstick, or like, you know, and sometimes it can look cute. I'm not saying it doesn't. It's just like, you don't want to be doing that for a job interview. So this isn't the time for like, you know, cut crease. I don't really think so for a job interview. You want to be doing, you know, enhancing your natural features, because an employer is looking at you as a person and then what you can bring to the table. So that's important. Okay, so I'm gonna first start off by applying the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer. This is really good because if you're going to be working, it's a 9-to-5 work day, this really makes sure that the foundation and all your makeup sits on your skin really nicely. It doesn't crease, or it doesn't smudge or fall off or become oily or shiny, whatever it is. This is a mattifying primer, so that's also like really good, because I find when I get up at like 5 o'clock in the morning to go to work or do something that I have to be out really early, probably by like 11 o'clock my makeup will be super shiny, like up here and up here, but when I use this, it's not. So I think that's really good. So going off of that, this year I've had, so probably since my last video, I've had about 3 job interviews. 2 were for domestic violence advocates with local groups in the area, and the other one was for a Clinique beauty counter associate. I didn't get any of those job interviews, but I'll get into why I didn't get any of them. But this is how I did my makeup for each of those interviews, and my appearance was not a problem, I could tell. But yeah, if when you're going into interviews, another pointer is jewelry. So you want to be, you know, not the time for like those flashy earrings that are super cute for like the summertime if you're going out with your friends, but like not a time for these. I usually stick with studs, and I have these ones on today. These are from Taos, and I have like, you know, my Michael Kors watch, the bracelet, rings, you know, that match the wash. And but yeah, you want to be very minimal, very professional. Go in there feeling confident. Again, confidence is a big thing that helps you get the job. Next, I'm gonna go in with my Cover FX Power Play foundation in the shade G50. So originally I used to use the G60. However, that was because I was extremely tan that year that I was using it. I started using this foundation last year, and when the associate in Sephora matched me, I was really tan. So G60 was really good for me at that time, but I went back in and I tried it on, and it was way too orange for me at this time because I haven't really gotten tan since summer started. So this is a really good in between. So I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender and apply. So now I'm gonna apply my foundation all over my face. I'm gonna use the Real Technique sponge. You can tell it's pretty used already, and I'm just gonna apply 3 dots on it. And apply it all over my face. It's really nice and lightweight. So I was a little bit absent from YouTube for a couple months because I wasn't sure if I was going to get into law school, and I did. It's really, I'm so excited. I'm really happy just because this whole law school journey has been insanely crazy, and I'm really happy that everything worked out because I had a lot of people doubting me and the fact that I was wanting to be a lawyer, and it was really tough because I applied late in the application status, and also I tended to have a lower LSAT score opposed to many of my other competitors, but every part of my application was strong except for that. And I'd love to talk more about it in a different video, but it ended up working out. So sorry about that. But yeah, I was just kind of like talking about the fact that I am going to law school this year, and I wasn't really expecting that, to be honest. And yeah, but yeah, I'm really excited. I start in August. I'm gonna be moving to Boston, and I've already gotten an apartment. Okay, so my camera keeps like closing off because the memory card is full and I keep deleting things, but I don't know, technology. But I just kind of went in with the Cover FX foundation, and I tried to cover up any, I went in with a thin layer, and then I went back in and covered up any dark spots. So this is how the foundation looks on my skin. It's kind of like, it gives you like a filtered effect, and it's also really lightweight, and it's mattifying, so I really do like this. So moving on, I'm going to do some color correcting. This is the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the orange shade. I know Deepika, I believe she's another Indian influencer, and she came out with her own range of color correctors. I don't know why I couldn't say that, but these come with, I think it comes in a red one, and it comes with a peachy tone, but she also came out with one that I really want to try. But I'm just going to put this under any dark areas that I'm trying to conceal around my lip. I'm going to put them on those breakouts under my eyes. I have some darkness on top of my lids, but I think it's just because that's just the way they are. Okay. So now I'm going to take my beauty blender and, not beauty blender, Real Techniques blender, and blend that out. This is a really good technique. And it's quite often a step that a lot of people forget. I got some on my nose. That's okay. We'll cover it up with concealer. And if you happen to get some on the nose like I did, it's okay because you can just cover it right back up. One time my brother saw me do this and he was like, what the hell is wrong with your face? You know, guys don't understand. Okay, so after I finished color correcting, I'm going to go in with the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. And I'm going to go in every area that I color corrected. I'm like almost out of this concealer, but I really do like it. And again, like, you really want to work towards like enhancing anything natural, like any natural highlights, any natural, like, you know, anything natural. I am like almost out of this concealer. I'm gonna bring it down my nose a little bit just to help with contouring it. So that's kind of like a good reason as to why it's okay for the pigment to go down there. And I brought it a little bit up by the eyeshadow. Here, so now I'm gonna go in with my MAC 224S brush. This is my favorite concealer brush. And I'm gonna blend out all those areas that I color corrected. On the areas that I covered, the pimples that I covered with concealer, I'm just gonna pat. I'm not gonna drag the product out.